Plan risk responses. Now everything is in place. Now you decide how you are going to manage your risk. So the first tool you can see is managing negative risk. Strategies for negative risk. There are 4 strategies: avoid, transfer, mitigate and accept. What is avoid? You manage your project in such a way that the risk does not trigger at all. Okay, if I am doing a warehouse project, there are 2 locations and one location is prone to flooding, and flooding is going to cause problems. I simply change the location and avoid flooding. Usually that's not an option open. Okay, this is a case where it was possible, but usually avoiding risks is not an option open. So if you read any risk books, the second bullet is what is the best avoiding strategy. Don't work on that project, close it. No project, no risk. Okay. Next is transfer. Now I am giving you a question and then we will discuss transfer. My schedule slippage is identified risk and it is triggering right now. I can see that my schedule has started slipping, or better ways, identified risk that my schedule will slip. Today I check and my SPI is 0.97. I feel that the situation will continue, so I decide to outsource a component. Outsourcing a component. What am I doing? What is the answer you expect? Okay, don't think when I'm okay. Now you know at what point in time I'm asking the question. Yes, that is because you know that we are doing risk management. Otherwise also you can think about that. Basically when I am outsourcing, I am crashing. So this question is talking about the schedule and schedule management tool. It's also talking about risk, as Anirudh is saying. So look at the options. If it is saying crashing, yes, you can go for it. Usually it will not talk about crashing, but it will say that I am trying to transfer the risk. See, I will outsource that on a condition that give the component back to me in 8 days or penalty. So the subcontractor will take every effort to make it in time. Why did I do it? I wanted to pass on the risk to that subcontractor. So whenever I am working, so that the risk is passed on to third entity, what I am doing? I am transferring the risk. So insurance, warranties, guarantees. What we are doing is we are asking third party to share the risk. So what we are actually doing is we are transferring the risk. The third response. That's why I said I am trying to avoid the verb mitigate. This is a response which PMI defines in a particular way. Actually, any way of managing a risk is mitigating. What is mitigating? Mitigating is trying to reduce probability or impact or both for a risk. So anything you do for a risk, you are trying to reduce the impact, or you are trying to reduce the probability, or actually you are trying to do both. So anything is mitigating actually. But the question, how do you answer the question? Saying anything is mitigating is good enough. But how to answer the questions? The questions will typically say that there is a residual risk of you have identified schedule slippage risk. You plan to crash. After crashing also, there might be little risk balance, like you will not be able to cover the full risk. So What is it trying to say? What is the question trying to say? You are trying to bring down the impact of the risk, not fully. You have not brought it down to zero, but you are trying to bring down the impact. If the question is suggesting that you are actually bringing down the impact or probability, then go for mitigation. The last one is accept. Okay, there it was schedule delay was identified risk. 3 weeks delay is what I can see. 2 weeks delay I have mitigated. So what to do with that 1 week delay? Accept it. थोड़ा बहुत तो इधर उधर होना है. So whatever risk or whatever part of risk on which the project manager and team does not take any action is the accepted risk.